This is my favorite rechargeable lantern, and everyone should have one for emergencies regardless of whether you're a prepper or not. Anyone could experience a natural disaster, a blackout, your car could break down somewhere. There's so many reasons to have an emergency light source. These make a great lantern. You can charge them using USB or you can charge them using the solar panel right here. It has 3 different light modes depending on how much light you need, and you can flatten them to make them easy to pack. I usually take a couple of these when I go camping. One I hang in my tent and one I keep on my table. There are a couple of options when it comes to this. One is just a lantern and it's about 35 bucks. The other also doubles as a power bank so you can charge your USB devices, and those are closer to about 70 bucks. I've had mine for many years and it still works great. Definitely check these out. There are a lot of fake ones out there, so be careful. In a long-term crisis, food shortages will be one of your biggest threats. Grocery stores can run out in 3 days, supply chains can collapse, and your food stockpile could run out. Getting a survival garden seed pack is one of the smartest prepping moves you can make. A well-planned survival garden can provide continuous food year after year. When stores run out, you won't be dependent on the system for survival. Growing your own food means total food security. Survival seed packs include non-GMO, open-pollinated heirloom seeds. This means you can save and replant seeds season after season. If you don't have the space, you can grow food in buckets, and you can also grow food indoors using grow lights. Everyone should have an emergency hand crank radio. In a disaster, information is life-saving, and a radio makes sure you stay informed. It'll give you NOAA, AM, FM, and emergency broadcast stations. If the internet and cell service stop working, this will be your main source of information. If you can't charge it or you run out of batteries, use the hand crank or the solar feature. Just keep in mind that the solar feature takes a long time to charge. It also acts as a power bank, so you can charge other small USB devices with it. They have a built-in flashlight as well, which is obviously going to be great for power outages. If you don't already have one, you're going to regret it when an emergency happens. If you're worried about it getting fried in an EMP attack, put it in a Faraday bag like this. A really good one will run you about $49.99. You don't need to spend $110 on a radio. Keep one at home, in your vehicle, and in your go bags. Get a high quality first aid kit. The cheap $10 or $15 ones that you can find anywhere are okay for small cuts and stuff like that, but if a serious emergency happens and you get injured, you want something high quality. When it comes to medical and first aid, you cannot cheap out. This is about you and your family's life. You can get away with a cheap fire starter or maybe a whistle, but don't play around with your medical stuff. If it's a serious emergency and you or one of your family members gets injured, the cheap stuff just isn't going to work. It's going to fall apart when you try to use it. Get ones that are specifically designed for outdoors and survival, or get combat medical kits. This is the exact one I ship with all my premium emergency kits. If you want one, just go to my profile, click on beacons and scroll down, or just send me a DM. This is a Mora Companion, which is about $20, and this is a Bushman, which is about $45. The Mora knife is great for light cutting tasks and carving, and many survivalists carry this knife. But if you're tough with it, the blade can snap because it's not full tang, which means the blade doesn't run all the way through the handle. The Bushman is one solid piece of high carbon steel. It has a large blade, as you can see, and it's hollow from the bottom, so you can put a stick in it and create a spear during a survival situation. By the way, it also comes with a little flint striker in the sheath for starting fires.